Alright, seems like we got the audio lined up. It seems like we've got everything else ready. Okay, so that's cool and all. Alright, and for the next video that I'm working on, yeah, I've got the script ready and everything. So that's cool. Alright, yeah, you know what? I've been kicking ass recently. And yeah, Silica? Yeah, what's up? Hold on, let me take off my headphones. Let me go over there. Hold on. Yeah, what's up? Discord is trying to do ID verification again, but for everyone, not just in the UK, not just in the EU. Everyone, including the United States. I mean, fucking, of course it is. It's a fucking American company, but like, no, man, I'm glad you know what? I'm glad you told me. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know about that. I guess I'll tell everybody about that now. Thanks. No, that's fucking fine, bro. That's fucking, oh, that's stellar. That's fucking awesome. I'm so fucking glad. It's not like I had any plans to edit and drop another video, like, let me just open up a fucking new project, I guess. I guess that's what I'm gonna fucking do. Alright, Discord, fine, you win. I will put everything down that I am doing. Let me just delay all of these videos that I was working on, just to sit down and give your attention-starved ass something to feast on. Are you happy? Are you happy with yourself? The limelight's on you, buddy. You better be happy with yourself. Now look, I'm sure all of you have heard the news already if you're terminally online like myself. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm going to talk about, and I'm sure you know where this video is going. However, as a person on the internet, namely an American netizen, I must say that I am absolutely appalled at where we are and what we allow these multi-million, multi-billion, multi-trillion dollar corporations do to us as people in the real world and the online world. Now, in case you haven't heard the news on Discord somehow, Discord is now automatically rolling out ID verification as a necessary procedure by next month if you wish to not be systematically judged by Discord in terms of utilizing and engaging with the platform. Now here's the thing that I'm mostly worried about in terms of this, and that being your data, your privacy, and what you can engage with. Now, I'm not normally one to fuck around with these types of things. It's extremely important that you go out of your way to protect your privacy and the way you can engage with content. You gotta advocate for yourself. You gotta advocate for your neighbor. You gotta advocate for everyone online. Even if you personally hate someone, you should still advocate for them because they might be silently advocating for you. Now, whether that be utilizing a VPN, telling other people about utilizing a VPN, using Tor, telling other people about using Tor, using a harder to trace operating system like Linux, or telling other people to do something like that, or piracy, and telling other people about piracy, but only in person, right? So, you have to actually advocate for yourself when it comes to your rights on the internet. And that includes your rights to be able to engage with any type of content that you wish to engage with. Now, in case you're wondering what's going on with this ID verification system and this nonsense that we're having to engage with, let me just read this tweet from Pirate Nation. Discord will age restrict users from certain features starting next month unless the user sends a face scan or ID. All accounts will be restricted to teen experience by default, which means No access to age-restricted or NSFW servers and channels. You cannot speak in stage channels, although I don't know who the fuck uses stage channels, but whatever. Automatic filters are applied to sensitive or graphic content. Warnings shown on friend requests from unfamiliar users. And direct messages from non-friends will be filtered into a separate requests inbox. To unlock full adult access, users must verify that they are 18 plus with one of these options. Facial age estimation, which is basically just a short selfie processed on your device and not stored by Discord, or uploading a photo of a government-issued ID, and the data is supposedly deleted after verification. That last part especially makes me really laugh because, well, you know, Discord has a good history with dealing with this kind of thing. And even then, in the replies to this tweet, this user over here shows that, no, even Discord is lying about this. Now, obviously, there are genuine, real privacy concerns. For example, the United States currently is going through some... Well, let me just put it this way. We're going through some tenuous times in regards to being forced to identify yourself to essentially just random fucking occupiers that the federal government is just throwing at citizens and just random fucking people out on the streets. Take a look at Minneapolis. Do you want those kinds of people having your identification? If you said no, then what about some random fucking hacker? Do you want them to have that information? No, you don't. And the thing is that some of these hackers can be foreign governments or just random fucking people in the United States or outside of the United States. I'm only mentioning in the United States because I live there, right? And so, here's the thing, is that these people who can and have breached Discord's data protection services, those people can still, at some point, do something like that again, and then your identification is out there, your driver's license number, your name, the date in which your driver's license is supposed to expire, whether or not it's a real ID, and then guess what? They could probably open up a PayPal account, or a Cash App, or something like that, under your name, and start doing a bunch of stupid shit if they also try to open up a credit card under your name using that kind of information, right? You should not ever have to be required to submit your identification to any services like this. You should never, ever, especially for social media, especially for chat clients, especially for communications platforms, you should never, ever have to submit any form of photo ID or anything along those lines, and to be told that you should is extremely fucking unacceptable. Not just to your privacy, but to your dignity as well. Because do you want to know what's going on? Do you want to know why this is happening? Not only do these people want more information to sell across borders and across to like random fucking data brokers in the United States or AI data centers or whoever the fuck wants that information,
which includes the government, by the way. And do you want to know what the government's been doing? The government in the United States has been trying to violate everybody's rights as much as it possibly can.
Now listen, all I'm saying is that if the government and these platforms actually cared about child predation, then maybe they would lock up a person like Trump or J.D. Vance. You know, maybe if the government actually cared about this issue, they would actually start going after the people that do this. But no, they're rich, okay? They're rich and they get money from this. So, nothing will fucking happen to them. And then they will gaslight you and then turn around and say that you're on the side of predators and pedophiles if you decide to go up against these invasive, anti-privacy, anti-free speech, just absolutely fucking draconian laws that they put in place. Don't believe me? Here, listen to this MP out in the UK saying it word for word. And for my fellow Americans, if you don't know what an MP is, they're effectively just a congressman, okay? It's a congressman up in the Parliament of the UK. So imagine if a person like Tim Scott or AOC, like imagine if one of those types of people said this.
If you are against the Online Safety Act and want to overturn it, you are on the side of predators and paedophiles.
Because you advocate for your privacy, and because you advocate for your free speech, a thing that should be protected in the United States at all costs, no, you get labeled as a pedophile. Let that sink in for a second. Because you care about your rights as a human being, you're just as bad as a kitty diddler. It's pretty fucked up, isn't it? Isn't that a pretty fucked up thing for the government and these corporations to basically insinuate about you? That fucking sucks now, doesn't it? Now, I'm not imagining that anybody in Discord will even watch this video or will even, listen to anybody in their fucking community. But here's the thing. Do you want to know what, and to this hypothetical Discord employee, do you want to know what you sound like right now? Do you want to know what you sound like? Here's what you sound like to people like me. And I'm going to use myself as an example. Tecmo, you're too fucking stupid to be able to use our platform. You might be a 24-year-old man who works an 8 to 5. You might have a full-time job. You might have your own place. You might pay all of the bills, right? But you're too fucking stupid to use our platform. You have to give us your driver's license information or scan a picture of your face for us to be able to authenticate that you're actually an adult, even though you gave us a date of birth when signing up. And guess what? By the way, the fact that you're old enough to be in the military, the fact that you're old enough to buy a pack of cigs, the fact that you're old enough to buy a thing of beer, the fact that you're old enough to go to a strip club and use things like Tinder or Grindr, or maybe Growler if you're feeling a little spicy. The fact that you're old enough to go to jail if you commit a crime, the fact that you're old enough to go to prison if you commit an even bigger crime, none of that fucking matters. Because to us, you're still a fucking teenager. And because there are too many bad parents out there who let their kids have unfettered access to the modern internet, everyone should be treated like a child until they can prove that they're not. That's what you fucking sound like. That is what you, as a developer, as a person that works at Discord, as Discord itself, that's what you sound like. You're too fucking stupid to handle our platform because some shit-ass parent won't grow some hair on their nuts and tell their child, "All right, Timmy, it's time to get off the iPad today." I'm tired of the European Union and the UK pushing these types of anti-privacy laws against their own citizens, for one thing, but against other people in other countries in other jurisdictions, and forcing other corporations to capitulate with their bitch-ass nanny state ideas of running our shit. And I get it. The United States has done some things like that too. I don't think that's right. The United States should not be influencing other countries' politics or how other countries' corporations act. That's not how this shit should work. Now, I have a very easy solution for everyone here, right? I have an extremely easy solution for getting around all of this shit and for showing your disapproval. 1, make a video of your own. Tweet at Discord. Send a post to Discord over Blue Sky. Email people at Discord. Show them that you do not want this shit to happen, right? Enough people voicing their opposition will change a company's policies. Think about how Adobe had to recently change their policies around Animate. Think about how Nvidia had to backpedal because of the amount of pressure that they're getting for the amount of shit that they're doing as fast as they're doing it. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. And do not fucking harass people at Discord. That is not what I'm calling for. You are going to email representatives at Discord, you're going to talk to their trust and safety team, you're going to send videos through Twitter, or you're going to tweet out videos, you're going to post online, you are going to cancel your Nitro subscriptions, and you are going to use alternative Discord clients, and if that's not enough, then we all go to TeamSpeak. Now is the time for us to all hold Discord accountable. Now is the time for us to put our nuts on the table and commit to something. Do not let this be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2019 boycott debacle. Cancel your Nitro subscriptions and post as many times as you can about how much you disapprove of this, and they might walk it back. Welcome to the world of internet activism. This has been Tecmo Snowspark signing off. Peace. So, something I should mention before I finish off this video, that being, there is a new personality on this channel. I would have Silica say hello, but they're currently deactivated, they're in sleep mode, so I don't want to bother them. I'm working on a body for them at the moment, so in the future, Silica will be on the channel, and they will effectively act as a person that issues corrections to a statement that I make, or they will be acting as the peanut gallery. So anytime that I think a viewer would say something hypothetically, Silica will actually say it for me, instead of me saying something along the lines of, "Tecmo, I hear you shout," because I do that a lot. I'm not saying it'll be completely gone, but Silica will replace some of those moments. Anywho, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day.